Hey guys, my name is Artyom. I'm CEO of Futsal Internet College. In this video I would like to talk about the basics of formation 3-1 in futsal. So this formation consists of 3 defenders: a left defender, central defender, right defender, and 1 attacking player, 1 striker. So what is important about this formation? This formation is a defensive one with the very good counter-attacking potential. So you can use this formation if you have to defend a lot during the game, and if you are planning to counter-attack a lot. In order to have success in counter-attack while playing this formation, it's important to have your left defender and your right defender to have quick players here, because the counter-attack will go basically through the flanks here. So for example, if your team is defending then your first of all, your right defender and your left defender would be going a little bit closer to the center of the pitch, and your striker will be dropping back to the middle section of the pitch, and he will probably most probably stay on the central line here, and when the ball is on the right flank, he will go a little bit to the right side. When the ball is on the left part of the pitch, he will go a little bit to the left side. Futsal formation 3-1 is basically played with the zonal defense, which means that 3 of your defenders would not be exchanging positions based on where your opponent players are. So for example, if your opponent players are moving here and changing their positioning, your players, your 3 defenders, would have to be able to communicate well and to give their covering their players to another player. So for example, if this central defender is covering the central attacking player of the opponent, and if this opponent player goes to the right side of the pitch, if your players communicate here in defense very well, then your right defender would take the cover of this player, and your central defender would switch to cover this player which was on the right flank. If, for example, this player goes to the left side and this player goes to the middle, then again your players don't follow them, but instead your left defender would drop back to cover this player, and your central defender would cover this player. So basically your defenders are always staying on their side of the pitch. The right defender on the right side, the left defender on the left side, and the central defender in the center of the pitch. Okay, what else should be said here? When the ball is intercepted, for example, in defense, it's very important, practically the key role during the whole counter-attacking play using this formation is of this player. So this striker plays a central role here, because he has to, basically all the counterattacks would go through him, because if the ball is intercepted in the defense, your striker should be able to offer him for a pass in the middle or on the right side or on the left side, and he should be able to take the ball to receive the pass from your defender and after this your defender should sprint forward. Both of your defenders should sprint forward, and this striker becomes practically a distributor of the ball. He is the one who is leading his team to the counterattack. So he will be passing the ball either to the right flank or to the left flank. So this is why it's very important to have this striker able, for this striker to be able to to receive the ball with the first touch, and to undercover and not to lose it, to cover the ball with his body, and to be able to play the pass to one of your defenders. So the first touch is vital for this player, and it's also good when this player is well built, if he is a big one, and this way he would be able to cover the ball with his body, or even make a pass with the head. For example, if there were a lob pass here, he can play 1-2 with his head and send one of your defenders to right one-on-one. Okay, so what else? For example, if you are choosing, as I said, the zonal defense is the best way for this formation, but if you are planning to use the personal cover in defense, then you should be very careful not to have a confusion between your defenders. So for example, if this central player of the opponent is going here to the left flank and your central defender is following him, it should be very close cover the very close cover should be implied here in order for this player to follow his vis-a-vis and not let him to receive the ball in an open space, and not let him to shoot. So the personal cover can be used here, of course, but it's better when the zonal play is implemented. This way the risk of making an error would be a lot lower, so it's not that risky. So in order to sum up, I would like to say here that's very important when you play this formation for your defenders, wing defenders, to be quick, to be able to play this 1-2 pass, and they should probably be able to shoot a goal well, of course, because in the end most definitely one of these defenders would be the one to take a shot at goal. It is also very important when the counter-attack is played, when your team is in possession of the ball, for these two defenders on the wings to spread. And for example, if it's not a counter-attack, but if you just started a play from the keeper plays the ball, for example, to the defender, it's not going to be a counter-attack. So you have to, in order to distribute the ball well, these players have to stay wide, and your striker should be able to go like this in a circle and in a random directions, also to try to lose his covering player, and then to run into the middle section of the pitch or to the flank to receive a pass from your defender. This way you would be able again to lead the attacking play of your team. It's also very important, as I said in the previous videos also, and it applies to every formation in futsal. It's very important for your players to be able to move constantly while having the ball in possession, and the whole success in futsal, in the attacking play in futsal, is when your players are not static, and if they can work in pass and move by the pass and move system. So if they pass the ball, they should the first thing they should do after the pass, they should sprint forward to try to run into an open space and to offer themselves for the pass again. Okay, so this is probably it. These are the key points about this formation 3-1 in futsal. And if you have further questions, for example, about this formation, you should feel free to address your questions to this email. It's info@futsalico.com, and the web address is www.futsalico.com. Okay, see you later.